WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Emily Scarlett. Thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. Rock Island's Board of Zoning Appeals is giving the okay to changes in regulations Walmart wanted before it begins building here in the city. Walmart got its way on issues like parking spaces and lighting. Local 4's Alice Kang reports this clears some big hurdles for the new Super Walmart.
The new zoning changes for Rock Island Super Walmart passed unanimously at Wednesday night's Board of Zoning Appeals. City officials say the 7 items on the list were very minor changes, and this is just one step closer to the construction process.
This plot of land is perfect for us. It's exactly where we want to be, exactly the community that we want to be in, and that they're ready to have us. And so 7 out of thousands that we could probably apply for is a great way to start.
7 items discussed at Wednesday night's Board of Zoning Appeals included items like lighting, signage, and parking spots. The city agreed to give Walmart leeway on those items.
Continuing past this without this vote would kind of stopped any further progress from moving forward, and so this just opens up the door for us to continue down that road.
While there was a public hearing set Wednesday night, no one spoke in favor or against Walmart's changes. The 180,000 square foot Super Walmart will be located at the former Watchtower Plaza. The city has spent about $15 million to bring Walmart to Rock Island. That included purchasing the properties and relocating businesses, but the city says it's a great deal. The new Walmart will bring hundreds of jobs and more than $1 million in sales tax revenue annually.
Just extremely excited. We've been told over the years, oh, they're not going to be here, they're not going to be here. We've always stayed with it. We knew they were going to be here. And this is just the next step in the process.
The spokesperson for Walmart also says a project like this could take up to 12 to 18 months to complete. She says they will continue to work on their due diligence until their May deadline. Alice King, Local 4 News.
Thanks, Alice. Illinois college students took to the streets asking Governor Bruce Rauner to sign the spending plan passed by state lawmakers. It would provide money for higher education and MAP grants. About $2 billion will go to universities. The students say they need MAP grant funding now. Yesterday, about 100 students from the University of Illinois at Springfield marched from the old state capitol to the current building. Students say the budget impasse has gone on too long.
We want MAP grants now. We're just out here as students supporting each other, supporting MAP, and we really just want to fight for our legislators to use our tax money to fund our future.
Governor Rauner has indicated he will veto the proposal. He supports changing the state's procurement process to pay for higher education. A sinkhole situation in southwest Des Moines growing in front of a home there. It appeared overnight Wednesday and has started swallowing the yard. Our own Claire Powell has the scoop.
Wow, something I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. I'm 70 years old.
This is a unique one for Des Moines.
Just after midnight, this sinkhole began collapsing this front yard. By 7 a.m., and it swallowed a 30-year-old tree.
I thought, my God, that's just breathtaking. You just don't plan on something like that around here or in a neighborhood.
And by noon, the shaking hadn't stopped as the ground kept shifting.
Something that you don't really see every day in Des Moines.
The city blocked off Southwest 5th Street entirely and will have to get a crane to get the tree out before being able to fix the hole itself, an expense the city will pay for.
The land that the hole is swallowing will be, and we have a street that's at risk, we'll be filling the hole. You don't fill 1/3 of a hole or half a hole, you fill the entire hole.
Okay.
We'll be working with the homeowner to do that in a way that works out for everybody.
Maybe the most surprising fact isn't the giant sinkhole, but the fact the entire southwest neighborhood is actually built on top of a 100-year-old coal mine. Spanning 200 acres, this spot is possibly where a vertical coal shaft was once located.
The first thing you think of is what's next.
This is something that, while not perfectly predictable, can happen and may very well happen again in the future.
While officials say it's not likely another will happen anytime soon, they're reminding people to keep their distance from this one until it's stable.
My God, I'm just so glad nobody was hurt. Somebody's front yard.
Again, that was Claire Powell reporting. A simpler recycling plan will take effect in parts of Iowa this summer. The Scott County Waste Commission will move to single stream recycling. That means you won't have to separate paper and plastic in the recycling bin. A spokesperson for the Waste Commission says updated equipment will be able to take more recyclables.
Rather than replace the equipment in a manner that would only allow us to collect the recyclables that we had in the past, we wanted to look to the future and see what we could do in terms of collecting more recyclables.
Scott County originally wanted to start a new recycling system in July. Some minor construction problems forced that to be pushed back until August. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are ready to face off during a debate in Brooklyn tonight. The Democratic presidential contenders will participate in their 8th debate this evening at the Brooklyn Naval Yard ahead of New York's primary Tuesday. The latest poll shows Clinton has a 10-point lead over Sanders in New York. Small fantasy sports businesses say big licensing fees could mean game over for them. They plan to work with legislators to ensure the playing field stays leveled. Owners say the larger fantasy sports companies have had success passing legislation that would shut down the little guys, and they do not want that to happen here in Illinois.
There's legislation being considered by the Representative Zaleski to license and regulate fantasy sports. And the companies like FanDuel and DraftKings have been represented, but we really feel that the small guys out there have not been represented very well, so that's what we're here to do.
Owners say there are more than 70 small game operators and 150 small vendors who provide fantasy sports in Illinois. And in national sports news, it may be the most expensive set of hats ever made in honor of Laker Kobe Bryant's retirement. New Era is selling 2 custom caps made with lambskin and Bryant's number in 24-karat gold, of course. It cost more than $38,000. Bryant played his final game last night, scoring a season high of 60 points. The Los Angeles Laker wrapped a 20-year career with 5 NBA championships. I'm thinking a lot of his fans would have need to known about this hat at the start of his career so they could start saving up for it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about taking out a loan to get the Kobe Bryant hat. It's probably not the best idea.
I think I'll buy a car or something instead.
Yeah, something better you can probably think to do with that money.
Put a 24 logo on the side of the car, just,
right.
You know.
Well, there are only 2 of them, so I'm sure he has some super fans that maybe can afford to throw that kind of money away.
Right.
Not anyone I know,
right.
But
that's pretty wild, though.
How are we looking outside, Ash?
Not too bad this morning. Plenty of sunshine to start off our day. You can see on the sky cam the sunrise looks very nice this morning, and as we go through the rest of the day, this sun's really going to help to heat us up. We're sitting right now at 38 in Moline with a wind chill of 33, similar in Davenport where the temperature is 39 and a wind chill of 34. But for most of us, it's just a very mild start this morning, and it's just going to keep getting warmer already. 40 in Clinton, 40 in Galena, 40 in Aledo and Galesburg as well. And temperatures will be warming fast. Wind chills a little bit of a factor this morning, about 5 degrees below the actual temperature. But as we do heat up and the winds pick up as well, once you get past a certain point, the wind chill is not much of a factor today. So with a high temperature of 68, later on, even though it will be a little windy, we're not too worried about how that will affect the wind chill. Just be careful and make sure everything's planted firmly in your yard with those wind gusts. And then tonight, a low of 43, so a pretty mild night ahead of even warmer temperatures tomorrow as we warm into the lower 70s. So we've just been on this warming trend all weekend. It looks like we'll keep going that way towards the weekend.
It really does sound like a beautiful spring day.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks, Ash. Well, bad news for the Hawkeyes, but great news for the Cubs and Lumber Kings. Jay has it all next in your morning sports.
Time now is 6:40. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.